Joe here from the Working Fans Podcast. And at the Working Fans Podcast, this is just a podcast that three lifelong fans created to have a place to talk comedy and pro wrestling. Now, our comedy podcast releases every Tuesday, while our wrestling podcast releases every Thursday. We release bonus episodes under the moniker Working Fans Presents every now and then. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, any major podcast provider. The important thing is just please like, rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen to us. Now, we have started a new thing. We are now on Amazon and Audible. So those episodes release every Monday. And that's kind of going through the archives and just releasing our old episodes in a new area. So if you want to live through the process with us again, take that journey with us again, you can find us over on Amazon and Audible. Now, if you can't get enough of us in the audio form, check out our YouTube. It's youtube.com/C/Working Fans Wrestling Pod, or just search Working Fans Podcast on YouTube. We have the whole archive is up there. And if you listen to the Working Fans Podcast, you are more than familiar with the 531. That is our signature segment where we take your top 5 lists on a particular subject, vote it down to a top 3, and then debate it down to a top 1. Now, guys, if you want to hear 3 guys talk shit about comedy, wrestling, life, anything, you will enjoy the Working Fans Podcast.
Fans, welcome to Working Fans Saturday, episode 48, where today AJ Strangebrew and the man they call Dave will be doing a live 5-3-1 on top Undertaker matches, as well as tonight's Full Gear. Let me play a quick ad for other shows here on The Buzz, and I will bring the guys in.
You where's the competition? Bring on the competition. We need some competition. Y'all ain't no competition. It's time to ball. Yeah, shout it, time to brawl. Cause see, we about to stomp y'all from the jump ball. Me worried not at all. Your team is gonna fall. Hope you learn something from it, cause we schooling all of y'all. Putting you to shame. Don't hate you even came. Bringing the pain to anybody coming through the lane. Simple and plain, we gon' play it like we playing dames. Ain't got a chance, even if we give away the game. So I hope you brought your best. Go put your skills to the test. An early off season, about to lay your team to rest. Chalk is another loss. That's what it's gonna cost. Go with your instincts if you're having second thoughts. Your buck, this is where it stops, player. From the point to the center, whole team got hops, player. We be the kings of this division, here to knock you out the box, player. Just wait until I get the rock, player. We tired of playing losers. Oh, y'all think y'all some winners? No matter who we up against.
Oh, baby, we're back.
It's great to be back on the activities, the paranormal activities. This ought to be fun.
Yeah, baby, paranormal activities. Shout out to Chuck Winchester, man. Doing your thing. All right, baby. We got Full Gear tonight. Woo! I'm excited about this card. We got, I think you want to talk some other stuff going on. SmackDown happened last night. Rampage happened last night. Let's forget all that noise first. Let's talk about your favorite subject, The Undertaker's top 5 matches. I'm going to let you go first today. How about it?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, the important thing to remember when we talk about The Undertaker's top 5 matches is that 3 of them are going to have Shawn Michaels in them. First, we got the Hell in the Cell from frickin' In Your House 18 Bad Blood. The first Hell in the Cell, not done on a Hell in the Cell pay-per-view, but actually done on an In Your House. This set the goal and the bar for what a Hell in the Cell should be, and some would argue nothing's measured up to it since. Then we've got Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 as my number 2 That's for me. He absolutely tore the house down there. I prefer that one over the one from 24. I think there was more on the line for it, being the retirement match, and it was just a little bit more emotional to it. Maybe the wrestling was a little bit better in 24, but for me, 25 is the better of the two. My third one is WrestleMania 24, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I think that the two of them just really brought the best out of each other, to be honest with you.
No argument so far. I would almost agree with this fucking list so far. I think the question is who's going to be your last two?
Yeah, that's so the last two is going to be, I actually enjoy the Undertaker versus Rock versus Kurt Angle from Vengeance 2002. I think the three of them were at their best at that point. It was Rock really at the peak of where he was going to be. You had Kurt Angle, who was just unhuman in that match. And then you had the Undertaker just kicking ass. And I know what you're thinking. Certainly he's going to throw in Kamala versus the Undertaker, but no. I went a different direction. My last match, and not least, is actually maybe my favorite of the whole group. It's actually the Undertaker versus Bret Hart from SummerSlam 1997. There was a lot of emotion going into it. You had Shawn Michaels as a special referee, and there was so much going back and forth between Shawn and Bret. There was just so much added to that match. Even the way the match ended with the spitting in the face is just absolutely incredible. So that's my fifth one.
I'm blanking out on the year. I'm going to agree with your first three. I think all three of those matches with Shawn are classic. I'm blanking out on the year, but it was WrestleMania. It was Taker, Triple H. It was the one with Hell in a Cell, and Shawn Michaels was the special referee.
It's 28, WrestleMania 28.
That was my fourth one, and that makes a lot of sense because 27. If
I believed in the Jake rule, I would have had that as my extra one. But as you know, I believe in actually following the rules, so I did not add it.
Well, that's my number 4. And, for historical significance, I'm going to throw in when he beat Hulk Hogan at Survivor Series 91, as we recently talked about.
That match was absolutely shit.
I said historical significance. I'm going to the Bret Hart one was historically significant, too, but for Bret Hart more
than the Undertaker. I just thought the Undertaker played his part so well in that match that I put it in as one of my favorite.
Here's the funny thing about that. One of the matches I threw in there had Shawn as a special referee. That match with Bret had Shawn as a special referee. Yeah. And we both agree that the other 3 matches with Shawn should be in there. So that just tells you how married these two guys were to each other.
Well, here's the funny thing that people don't know. But they didn't wrestle
a ton. It's not like they ever worked a long-term program on house shows and never worked together. These were all special matches, and they just had chemistry together.
The ironic thing about us both having a special referee match in there is that overall, you and I are not necessarily big fans of special referees. I don't think that they play well. I think that wrestlers in general, when they're special referees, don't really understand refereeing, so they don't really get it. I hate to say that, being a former wrestler and not a former ref, but the ref job is such a important part of the match and so tough to do that a lot of times wrestlers just screw it up. And God knows what happens when celebrities do it.
Yeah, I just think for whatever reason, too, Shawn and Taker had just the greatest chemistry together, no matter what.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I'm going to say I agree with you, and I don't think a lot of people picked this. I think they picked 24 over 25, but I like 25 a little better than 24 too.
I actually screwed up the numbers. It's 25 and 26.
25, 26. Right. Sorry. No, you might have got that right. So 25 and 26. I like 20. I like 26 better. I like the retirement better.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like 26 better also.
25. But I'm going to say their first match with the Hell in a Cell, to me, is such an epic encounter, and it made Hell in a Cell. Like, Hell in a Cell could have been, whatever. But
it's still the measuring stick.
It is.
It's still the measuring stick when it comes to a Hell in the Cell. As much as people talk about Mick Foley coming off the cell, that's really him doing the car crashes is what people remember from that match.
Right.
People remember the whole match when it comes to this match with Shawn and The Undertaker.
It was an tense match, whereas what Foley did, off the charts, totally crazy, and we'll never see another thing like that again, I don't think, in WWE. Or maybe a major, TV company even.
Well, no, because they're not going to risk somebody's life.
No. So, but yeah, I think Excuse me, getting used to having a mute button here. I think that, I gotta agree. I think Hell in a Cell is going to be number one, and I know you're itching to talk about some current stuff. So let's do it first. Rampage last night. What did you think?
I thought Rampage was really good. I think they did a good job of driving home the issues. Matt Hardy getting the best of Orange Cassidy 2 times in a row, I don't think goes very well for Matt Hardy on the pay-per-view.
He's not on the pay-per-view.
I thought that they were wrestling. Orange Cassidy. I'm sorry. I thought they added Orange Cassidy and Matt Hardy.
Unless they added him today.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm looking at it right now. No, there's no stuff added.
No, I screwed it up. That's my bad.
Yeah. No,
So
I know why you're thinking that, because you're thinking they wouldn't just have Matt Hardy beat Orange Cassidy.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. It just seems pointless if it wasn't going to be on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they did it and they put over Matt Hardy, which I think has got some people wondering. I mean, that's the one time I've heard really. I don't hear a ton of complaints about AEW, but from the fans that do love AEW. But last night there were some people complaining that did not like or see the point of Matt Hardy going over. And he's the guy I think that a lot of people just don't like his gimmick. They don't like the big money Matt gimmick, and I don't think that he's catching a lot of fire right now in AEW.
No, I think people like that weird ass delete Matt better than they like Big Money Matt. Big Money Matt's never drawn money anywhere.
Yeah, I thought the crowd was fantastic. Really hot crowd in St. Louis.
They've done a great
live shows. Been great for Rampage.
How great was the match to open the night? I mean, those two just absolutely incredible. Daivari showed why the WWE continues to screw up when it comes to guys that size.
Yeah. Daivari, that was in the second match, but that was a great match.
Sorry.
Yeah, him and Dante. They're really focusing on Dante a little more now. Dante got the win over Kazarian on Dark this weekend, too.
How weird was that they came down to offer him a contract? Lio Rush is a heel also.
I thought about that, too. Yeah, that was a little odd.
We're going to steal a heel from a heel?
By the way, I didn't respond to Randy in the comments. Yeah, I'll be checking out Full Gear tonight.
You're damn right. Hey, Randy, actually, what we're going to be doing after Full Gear, hopefully, if Dave's able to, we're going to do a little recap of the show afterwards. If not, myself, I'm going to tape one and put it up there right up. So we're going to have a working fans recap of Full Gear tonight.
Yeah, probably between 12.
I will not be talking about Matt Hardy versus Orange Cassidy, though.
We'll see what happens. And I thought SmackDown was decent last night, too, by the way. Just to send a little their show. I don't know if you got to watch it, but Leah, I thought, had a great debut. The crowd was really into her, and they really enjoyed that 6-woman match to open up.
She's paid her dues. She signed on with the company when she was 19 years old, and 7 years later, at 26 years old, is finally going up to the main roster. She's paid her dues. She's earned her spot no matter what. They did pull her off of the team for SmackDown.
Some storyline they're trying to do with what's her name there? The female
Naomi and freaking what's her name there? Christ, I can't even think of her name.
Yeah, so you're doing.
That's how relevant she is to me. If only we had her stalker on the line, we could ask him.
I thought that she got good. Oh God, who is this woman's name? Anyway, Randy, you should pitch in and help us out. You know all the women. Who's the female? I
know it sounds like Deonna Purrazzo, but it's not.
Who's the female WWE general manager last night on SmackDown? Randy usually knows this stuff. But
another interesting thing from SmackDown. How is it that Kyle O'Reilly's tag team partner is already being shown on SmackDown?
Yeah, I don't get it either, man. I don't get it either.
I haven't actually seen anything impressive from that kid yet. His timing's not great.
Sonya Deville. Yeah. Sonya Deville. Yeah. They keep having her. She's getting good heel heat with this stuff, though, with Naomi and now Aaliyah.
Which is weird because I don't think Naomi matters. So
I think the crowd loves her. They love Naomi. And
I don't care if I ever feel the glow. I think her wrestling is actually a little sloppy and dangerous.
That rear view? I bet you like that rear view. You little.
Well, that's a different story.
Hey, Also, your girl got a little spotlight last night there. Toni Storm. She didn't get the match, but she's getting some time with Charlotte.
Well, the good thing is the WWE is really good at sticking.
Why is he giving me shit about my background? Fucking, I know I can see the bar. This guy's at Anytime Fitness. Why are you gonna pass on everything? Go plow the yard. Anyway,
you become a legend, and you'll be able to actually pass with stuff also. But Toni Storm, they don't stick to storylines, so I'm not sure this is going to actually go anywhere.
No, but it's interesting that like they had him job here and there, and like Liv Tyler, same thing. Liv Morgan, excuse me. And now she's doing a thing with Becky Lynch. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. And both of them deserve programs. Toni Storm's one of the best performers in the world. And yeah, I thought Jade and Santana Garrett was absolutely horseshit. I thought that it was one of the worst matches I've ever seen Santana Garrett have, and I'm not blaming her for it.
Jade's got a look. She's big. She's strong. She's still green.
Jade so far has the working skills of that girl that got fired from Hit Row.
She's not. She's not that bad. All right, let's get to some full gear. All right, what are you looking forward to most tonight? For me, obviously, Hangman Page and Omega's a given.
I liked his interaction last night with the Bucks.
I loved it. I
also loved Adam Cole in there, standing up almost like he's the enforcer, stepping up into Hangman's face and saying, "No, you got something to say to them, you can say it to me." Is he going to be our enforcer for the group?
I don't think so, but I liked it. He's a good little guy. I don't think that. I liked it that Hangman basically came out, like apologized and said, "Okay, now we're even, but you do this, you touch me at all." He's like, "I'm going to end you guys." Like, I like the fact that basically he's owning what he did, and he's not looking back and trying to be some horse shit babyface. But he's also saying, "This is going to stop now." Why are they going with a feud with Red Velvet?
It's not going to be a feud with Red Velvet. They have the match in the tournament, and then it's going to be over.
Yeah, it's just a quick little thing to put emphasis on.
Hopefully, Red Velvet will get more of a push off of this because she's about 1,000 times the worker that Jade Cargill is.
I'm down for Adam Page and Adam Cole. That would be good.
Absolutely. I would love to see Adam Page win tonight, Hangman Page win tonight, and I would love to see Adam Cole get the next shot at the belt.
What I find the second match I'm most interested on this card is Bryan Danielson and Miro, the finals of the tournament, because I think that can go either way. I'm leaning towards Miro because he's the heel, and I'm expecting Page to win.
I think Miro's going over.
I am too, but I'm not going to be shocked if Danielson wins. Well, go on, go do your thing. I'm gonna keep talking, dude. This is
no. I got you.
Live, folks. Go on, move your.
No. I got you. There was just somebody looking in real quick. I got you.
Oh, okay. So you're all set. Okay. So Bryan Danielson and Miro. I think Danielson has had the most unbelievable matches with people. I think Miro's having the best run of his career. He's never looked more like a monster, including the time where he was unbeatable and coming out in a tank in Mania at Cena. I think these two are poised to have a huge match. Yeah, I think American Top Team is interesting too. We'll get to that.
That is going to be an ugly match, but it's going to be very entertaining.
Yeah, I think it'll be well, we'll see what happens. Junior Dos Santos last time was surprisingly really good for what he did. They kept him perfect. I'm
not worried about him. I'm worried about the other people with no experience in there.
Arvelasky and Lambert has got to be basically just there to take some.
Lambert's your JJ Dillon. If he doesn't break a collarbone, he'll be lucky.
Yeah, I like him though. I think he's an old school manager, and I find him to be.
Oh, I agree with most of what he says.
I know you know. I like him. But I think get back to that. As far as stuff I'm looking for tonight, Miro and Danielson, and then amazingly, because if we really think about it, it's like a 2-3 week build. But Punk and Kingston.
I'm looking forward to the women's tag match on the pre-show.
You mean the one they just kind of threw out there?
Yeah, but it's going to be an entertaining match. And then you got Britt Baker on the actual show. Is going to be a barn burner too. Her and freaking oh God, why am I going stupid again? Her and
Tay Conte.
I could not think of it for some reason.
Yeah, no, Tay Conte. They actually they had a great preview for the show last night, and Tay Conte, they played the clip of Britt just talking about how Ty's is known for shaking her ass, and Ty said, "I don't know why you're worried about my ass, but that's typical. And he said, since you have no ass, I'll basically just kick your teeth in and you can do your own dental work and I'll take your
I
belt.
like that. That's fantastic.
Jamie Hayter with Nyla Rose versus Thunder Rosa and Sheeta. Should be fine. I wouldn't say I'm going out of my way looking at it. I love me some Thunder Rosa, though.
Scorpio Sky should definitely be a singles wrestler. He's somebody who should actually be getting a big-time push. He's
so
fantastic.
Much good stuff on this card. Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Malachi Black and Andrade. It's kind of, again, a thrown-together tag matches, but the 4 guys that are in there are just awesome in the ring. So
Even the match with Jurassic Express and freaking Christian is going to be a great match versus the Bucks and Adam Cole.
Yep. Yeah. I gotta lean towards the super click there. Let's do some predictions. How about this? We'll wrap up with some predictions here.
Absolutely. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's go.
It's got to go. All right. We won't do the opening then. Let's start out here on the bottom here. We got Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Black and Andrade.
I think Black and Andrade are going over.
All right. I'm going to agree with that. I think we're going to agree on the next one. Super Elite versus Christian and Jurassic Express.
I think Super Elite's going over.
You know what? I'll be different. I'll go Jurassic Express and Christian. I'll say Jungle Boy gets the No, I will go Super Elite. It's not his time yet. He's going to get a win over Cole or
that and Jurassic Express over the last week has gotten the better of the Super Click.
True. Punk and Kingston. I think we're both going to go Punk.
Yeah, I'm going to go Punk.
Yeah,
I want to go Kingston because I want to think Punk's going to put him over, but I think he can actually put him over more by having a hell of a fight in a close loss.
I think the story will be Kingston coming up short. Yeah,
so I'm going to go Punk.
Darby and MJF.
I think MJF goes over.
Same. All right, FTR and Lucha Brothers. I'm going to Lucha Bros this time.
I'm actually going to go FTR on this. Because I think that they're building something big with them and Andrade and Tully and Black. I think they're all going to somehow put this together.
American Top Team and the Inner Circle.
Oof. I think the Inner Circle's got to go over. Well, maybe you know what? Would American Top Team agree to do it if they weren't going over?
I think so. I think because you got to remember Dan Lambert is the biggest wrestling fan, though.
You know what? I'm actually.
Dan takes the pin.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with that. I think Dan takes the pin.
Yeah, because Dan has no problem doing that. Brian Danielson, Miro. We both already picked Miro for this. Yeah. I'm going Britt Baker.
Me too. I don't think they can put the belt on Ty. I don't think she's ready.
No, I don't think anyone's taking that belt off Britt except maybe Thunder Rosa at this point.
I would like to point out that, like she says, she does have a much better ass than Britt Baker.
Very important we get that out there. And Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, I think we're going to agree.
I think Hangman's going to get the belt.
I agree. I think the only thing we disagreed on was FTR and Lucha. I'm going Lucha Bros.
Yeah, I'm going FTR.
I want to see FTR win, but I just think the Lucha Bros are due to get a win over these guys.
I think FTR goes over, and I think Tully Blanchard's going to be a happy man.
I'm down with that. All right. Well, I think that'll okay. Well,
TBS Championship.
I think this is going to be Jade's tournament, despite the fact AJ's not a fan of her. I don't know if he's going to agree with me, but I think this is going to be Jade Cargill's belt.
Unfortunately, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think Thunder Rosa will
agree with you.
I think Thunder Rosa will make it to the finals. But
Thunder Rosa deserves a belt.
Yes, I think Thunder's going to get Britt Baker's belt, though. I think
eventually, yeah. Another way I could actually see it going, believe it or not, is Jamie Hayter, just because it would cause an interesting thing in the faction to have both belts, but I still think Jade Cargill's the safe bet.
All right. Well, I think on that note, it's as good a time as any. Guys, get ready for Full Gear tonight. It should be an insane show. We're going to
make sure you check out YouTube, and either tonight or tomorrow, we're going to have that review show up. Make sure you check it out. Give it a like, share it, show people how much insight and how smart our predictions are.
Well, hopefully we'll have it on tonight. I don't know what time we'll get it done tomorrow, if it's going to be tomorrow.
No. It's going to be on tonight. Just check it out either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock. I'm not sure because I think the pay-per-view is going to go between 12 and 12:30. They already said. So
no worries. Kuna Matata.
AJ's ready to go. All right, baby. Well, for us at Working Fans, enjoy the wrestling tonight, guys. Should be a hell of a show.